everyone. My name's Dean. Let's talk crypto. This is where you subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Today is October 8th, 2021, and Bitcoin is looking like it's correcting, just like it was looking yesterday, okay? And I know a lot of us are impatient. Most of us in crypto are impatient. Let's be honest. That's kind of why we're in the space. We want fast money, right? A small percentage of us are in this space because, we want to invest in the freedom coins. It may be a combination of both, but a lot of us are in this space because we see the asymmetric potential for wealth accrual and for being able to change our lives financially and financial security, right, and independence. So we're impatient. We want it now, and that's okay. All right. The only time it's not okay is when it may ruin your investment thesis or your plans, right? You want to be careful with your plans and be patient when you're trading and be patient when you're investing, depending on what you're investing in. Anyway, look at my beautiful chart. We're on the 45-minute chart, and Bitcoin's doing what we thought it would, right? It's correcting. It's just taking a while to correct because it's super bullish, okay? And I want to draw your attention to two things. One, just how bullish Bitcoin is, and two, how it's literally breaking the rules. There are rules that we've come up with, right, in Elliott wave theory that, okay, if you print a one wave, the two wave cannot exceed the origin point of the one wave, or else it invalidates the count, right? That is, traditional finance, most assets. Yeah, sure. Not so in crypto. And this is where I really want to draw your attention. There aren't very many books. There's not much literature. There's not a big discussion on how crypto is its own thing, how even all of these really useful tools that we have, Elliott wave, Wyckoff, all that stuff, is slightly altered with crypto. And so this is how bullish Bitcoin is. One, it's been correcting for it's been correcting for 2 days, 1 hour and 30 minutes, and it's literally just been in a range. It hasn't moved down more than 5%, okay? That's how bullish it is. It wants to go up, but everything that goes up must come down. You gotta correct. You gotta capture liquidity, okay? No matter how bullish you are. And that, I hope you understand, that concept, that principle is intact, even in the most bullish of bullish, right? That's why I said 2 videos ago, it is not an opportune time to make an entry on Bitcoin. Wait for the correction. And it's clear that we're getting a correction. Again, rounded tops. For those of you who watched my video on perfect entries, you want to look for rounded tops on the bottom, rounded tops on the top. That's a sign of reversal. Here, you get another peak, right? You're basically getting peaks, attempts at breaking out, but they're thwarted, okay? And more specifically, if you're counting these Elliott waves, let's zoom out a bit on the hourly. What you're getting here is, and let's move this over here because the time frame is not accurate. Okay, what you're getting here is essentially an expanded or irregular flat correction. An expanded flat is where the B wave runs on the A wave a substantial amount, and that's what you got here, right? So basically the corrective, so A wave is basically, okay, I'm done with my Elliott wave pattern. I'm done with my impulse to the upside. I'm going to correct to the downside, correct a little bit. Okay, now B wave is basically people saying, hey, are we still doing this? Are we still going up? Buyers who didn't get the memo that it was over. Look at that. That is the B wave. It's counter to the A wave, to the side of correct, or to the direction of correction. And the fact that it's so strong shows that it breaks the rules. Again, I said this yesterday. This is only supposed to come to the 1618 of the A wave. Let's pull this really quickly. So it's only supposed to come to the 1618 at max. So it was only supposed to, quote unquote, go to 52,742. It's all the way at the 3618, right? That is breaking the rules. Again, now from the B wave, you're supposed to correct down 5 waves. See this blue? This is my projected Elliott waves, right? You're supposed to get 5 waves down to correct. All right, that's the C wave of this expanded flat correction. What are we getting? So we got our first wave, which I subdivided into 5 because I wasn't trading this, but I just subdivided it into 5 just to track it a little more carefully. Okay, so that's your first wave. Wave 1. Oh, and I have, okay, this is a little confusing. I do not have wave 1 ending here because this point is lower than this point, and I want to make sure that if I pull fibs, it's accurate. I accurately sort of account for the price, the lowest price of wave 1. But anyway, just for these purposes, if I'm not pulling fibs, that was wave 1, right? You see 5 waves down. Now you get A, B, C, 3 waves up for 2. What happened for 2? So one of the cardinal rules in Elliott wave theory, unless you're talking about a leading diagonal or an ending diagonal, so those are the exceptions. And if you don't know what that is, just look it up real quick. Just Google it. Unless you're talking about ending or leading diagonal, the 2 wave is not supposed to exceed the origin of the 1 wave. This is the 1 wave, everybody, right? Right here, you see that. The 2 wave is higher. That's how bullish Bitcoin is. It's breaking rules. Now, is it substantially higher? No. Is it wicking higher? Yes. So the body of the candle is around the same point as the 1 wave, but it wicked above, let's see. It wicked above about 0.5%. That's substantial because when you're dealing with leverage trading and you're dealing with high margins and you're on 20, 50x leverage, every point of a percentage counts. Towards your liquidation point, towards your profit, and towards your stop loss. Right? That's important. And the rules say that you're not supposed to do that, but Bitcoin's doing that. Bitcoin is breaking rules. This is how bullish this coin is. And I want you to keep this in mind for when this correction is over, the things it is going to do. This is why anybody's telling you, get out of Bitcoin, doesn't know what they're talking about. Get out of Bitcoin right now. If you're in Bitcoin, you stay in Bitcoin. If anything, and this is still risky, you want to short it, spot short it. If you really know what you're doing, go ahead and short it properly, right? On leverage, maybe low leverage, right? But if you don't know what you're doing, you just want to spot short it, meaning you sell a little bit, take profit, and you buy lower. That's spot shorting. It's less risky than margin shorting. And still, when you're spot shorting, if you don't know what you're doing, you'll end up buying back at a higher price because it'll run on you once the correction's over if you don't know how to track the correction. But this is why you subscribe to this channel, because I'm helping you do that. I'm not perfect, but every day I'm seeing and watching, monitoring, adjusting my wave count to make sure that I catch the bottom of this correction to give you that information. If you appreciate that, like this video, share it, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed, click the notification bell, and let's keep going. So Bitcoin broke a rule. That's how bullish it is. Now, where do I see it going? Given this information that we saw last night, I decided, all right, I'm going to pull fibs, not on the 1 wave to figure out where the 3 wave ends. I'm going to pull the fibs on the 2 wave, right? On wave 2, I'm going to basically go inverse 1618 of the wave 2. 1618 is so useful in terms of just anything and everything. It's the golden mean, right? And it may go lower than the 1618, but it's very likely it's this golden pocket, this 618. I don't know, it's magic. Price is just attracted to it. And if you look left, look at where the 1618 ends up. The 1618 of the two ends up being a perfect support, exactly where we ended the 5-wave, right, on our run up. Do you see that? So this is where, if I'm a betting man, and trading is essentially betting on margin, if I want to take profit after the 3rd wave, I'm going to take profit here at 52,047. Again, this is the Bitstamp chart. If you're going to trade, use the chart that's specific to the platform or to the market that you're trading on. So if you're trading on Phemex, open the Phemex chart. If you're trading on Bybit, open the Bybit chart. By the way, if you want to trade, take advantage of this leverage, go ahead, use my Phemex referral link. I think that's one of the best, if not the best, leverage trading platform, especially if you live in the United States, because Bybit you can't access without a VPN. And I like how responsible they are. They cap a lot of the margin leverage at 20x, which helps newbies a lot, because you may feel overconfident and go, 25x, 50x, 100x, and you're just going to get smoked, because the kind of precision you need to be able to pull off trades at 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100x in a volatile market like this, I don't care how good you are, you're going to lose a lot. It's possible, but you got to be so freaking good, right? I'm doing really well in terms of my win rate at 20x leverage. Just using this information that I'm sharing with you on a daily basis. I'm trading Litecoin. I'm going to get into that in a second, on 20x leverage, and I'm trading these waves, longing and shorting it, and doing really well. I've been pretty much winning 90 some odd percent of my trades for the past 7 days, and that's abnormal to me, abnormally high. Maybe I've reached a new level. Hopefully I'm getting better, because that's the whole point, right? I want to get better. So kudos to me. Hopefully you're winning too. Kudos to you too. All right, so that's the 3rd wave. 4th wave, measured from the 3rd wave, it should go between the 232 and the 386 of the 3rd wave, okay? So if the 3rd wave is here, and let me know if you appreciate my doing this. I hope this doesn't bore you, but this is the process. This is how I give you the wave count. After I do this, I adjust it for real time, because this is only theory. And in practice, as you see, Bitcoin sometimes doesn't like to follow the rules. And, I respect the fact that the market is volatile, the market is capricious, the market is entropic. So I adjust my count. Right, to what exactly the market is giving us. And sometimes I'm completely wrong, right? So 236 and 382, Bitcoin super bullish. I expect it to, when it's going counter, right, in this 4th wave, go to the 382. No problem. If not, wick above. But I expect that to happen, okay? And then finally, the 5th wave, I was thinking about this morning, right? Our target, if you look at this ABC expanded flat, right? How did we calculate this? We basically calculated the C wave based on the B wave, the inverse 1618. Is it? I'm pretty sure it's inverse 1618 of the B wave. Let's double check that. Sometimes yep. See, inverse 1618 of the B wave. There again is that 618 golden mean, golden ratio. It's magic. I can't tell you why it works. If any of you are mathematicians and you understand this stuff, go ahead and leave a comment, or I'd love to hear about exactly why is it that this golden ratio attracts price action so consistently. It's amazing. Anyway, that's how I measured the C wave. So how are we going to get there if the 3rd wave is like this? I think what we're going to get is an extended 5th wave. That's what I feel we're going to get. This is my plan, or not my plan. This is my theory. This is what I anticipate based off of what we're seeing. And that's possible and likely in a super bullish coin that refuses to go down, but eventually, once it breaks support at around $52,000, it's just going to have to correct. And the next bed of support is where we form that fourth wave on the way up at 47K thereabouts. Okay, so that's Bitcoin. It's doing what we thought it was doing. Don't get fooled into thinking, oh, altcoins are running. Some of them might give you 20% here, 15% there, but all they're doing is living off of these counter waves, these corrective waves. When Bitcoin decides to go for a 2-wave or a 4-wave, then the alts start running. But then swiftly or right after, they're going to dump, and they're going to dump hard because Bitcoin's going to do its 3-wave or its extended 5-wave. So just be careful. Be very careful when people tell you, oh, now is the time to buy altcoins because they're going to run. No, if Bitcoin corrects, they're going to correct. And Bitcoin is correcting, and it will correct. Don't get that twisted. Let's go into my Litecoin trade. As I said, I've been doing really, really well with Litecoin. I've just been tracking it just like I've been tracking Bitcoin. And for those of you who like to trade or interested in trading, it's sometimes a good idea to just trade one thing. Trade it up, trade it down, right? Short it, long it, and just do that. And it's great practice, right? Going both ways, tracking it, making sure you really know what it's doing. So Litecoin, just like Bitcoin, has this expanded flat, but it's not as bullish as Bitcoin. And we have that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the C wave, and I think we're going to get an extended 5th wave, just like I said we were going to get in Bitcoin. And for Litecoin, it's also kind of breaking the rules. See, this 2-wave, actually not as much. See, the 2-wave here respected the guidelines, but then here, when we're starting from this 2-wave, we're starting the 3rd wave. The 2-wave of the 3rd wave did come a little over the original point or origination point of the 1-wave. So yeah, you're breaking rules, and that's basically Bitcoin's influence. When in Rome, do as the Romans do, and Bitcoin's acting crazy and is super bullish. So I guess a lot of assets are following suit. Again, I'm following Litecoin very carefully because I'm trading it. So I'm probably going to short it all the way down here. But no, I'm actually probably going to short it all the way down here. Then I'm going to long it here, and then I'm going to short it again here. So that's Litecoin, that's Bitcoin, that's the market. I hope this was helpful. Hope this was useful. Like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye.